Hey guys, welcome back to Breaking It Down with Brickitect Episode 2. This is a new series that I started, and I am so thankful that I did for a couple reasons. One, you guys seem to have a lot of good questions to ask that I can answer, and also because of the flood in the studio, I'm still fixing that up, so doing a video like this works out really well. So thank you guys for that. Thank you for the inspiration, and on that, let's get right into the questions. The first question of the day comes from Lego Luke Productions, who asks, why do you take apart Lego sets? What if Clark wants to play with them? And that is a really good question, probably something that I should have addressed in the first episode. The reason that I take the sets apart is because we don't have a lot of space to keep things on display. I barely have enough space to keep the boxes, let alone the sets out. So typically we just keep the really big stuff built, the stuff that I don't have the heart to tear apart. But the small stuff I put away, and I keep it like a library. So if we ever want to open up a set and build it later, which is sort of the whole thing that you're watching here in this video, we can do that. The second part of your question is, what if Clark wants to play with them? We get so much stuff, not only from you guys, but from hauls and just shopping in general, that we always have new sets that we're building and playing with, and I just like to keep that moving. We can't keep a ton of stuff built. We just are always playing. So there's always a new set around the corner, and that's kind of why we tear the sets apart and what I do if Clark wants to play with the set. We get our time at it and we move on. Speaking of moving on, let's go to the next question. Question comes from RL's Legos, who says, hey, Mr. Brickitect, very polite. I have a question for the next episode. Do you ever believe that quitting Lego in your dark age was maybe the right thing to do at the time? Like, would things be different if you didn't quit Lego? And I thought this was a fantastic question and something that you could think about almost any aspect of your life. Maybe you were doing something, and if you would have made a decision to do something else, how would that impact your future? It's like the butterfly effect. And I thought about this for a while, and I thought, there's a lot of negatives to me having quit Lego. The fact that I missed out on a lot of great stuff, but maybe you're right. Maybe me building a Lego set the night that me and Mrs. Brickitect first started hanging out, maybe I would have never done that, and Clark wouldn't exist. My life would be completely different. Maybe me not having a dark age could have been the worst thing to ever happen to me. I don't know. I guess we'll never know, but all I can say is I'm really happy with the way things turned out, so I wouldn't go back and change it. And there's always eBay to get all those sets I missed out on. Next question comes from BLS Bricks, who says, are you planning on getting Apocalypseburg anytime soon? It is similar to Ninjago City. Oh, I know what it looks like, my friend. And it's a set that I want, but again, it's one of those big sets that I'd have to somehow find space to display, like we talked about earlier, and also find a place to keep the box, which now that Ninjago City box is deceased, I might have a spot for it, but it's also expensive. So there's a lot of things against it, but it is a really cool set, and I could see myself maybe scooping it up when there's double VIP and a cool promo or something like that. Next question comes from Tron250T, says, castle or space? Yes, please. Next question comes from brickitect, who says, how do you not get burnt out with having 4 channels, 2 you post on regularly, having to edit videos, and having a family? And that is something that I struggle with just time management. Not getting burnt out, just time management. This kind of stuff takes a lot of time. It might seem like it doesn't, but YouTube and editing and all that stuff really does. And to do it on 1 channel is enough, but to do it on 2 and then even more than that, it's a lot. I guess my answer to this question, the way that I get through it, is the fact that I am super passionate about this. I don't think you'd be able to do what I do if you weren't. Like right now, I'm recording this on the floor of the empty Brickitect studio, which is why you probably hear an echo. There's literally nothing in here other than my computer, my microphone, which I had to dig out of the garage, and I'm sitting here doing this for you guys right now because I love it. Not because I feel like I have a responsibility or that it's for the money. I just love doing this, and I want to stay out there for you guys because I know a lot of people look forward to these videos, and that means a lot to me. So before I start crying, that's the answer to how I not get burnt out. I just love doing this. You don't get burnt out on something that you love. We're keeping the amazing usernames rolling here with the next question from Bricktalot's future wife, who says, how come you don't do mocks anymore, Greg? Do you also think you will do a city with Clarkman in your new house and you eventually get a bigger space it is? And the answer to the first question, you're getting 2 for 1 here. The answer is that I have so many things in the backlog that for me, I just want to build the stuff that Lego has made. Like I can make some things, which is a direction I want to take the channel in the future, but Lego has so many epic sets and so many of them are just sitting on my shelf that I want to get through. So that's why I do that. The question about the Lego city is something I definitely want to do. I want to build a Lego city, not necessarily a city, but a Lego amusement park. And I started it, then I kind of got out of it, and my dream is to have a big space like we're talking about here, where I can just have a table set up and we just keep adding to it and adding to it. Clark keeps destroying it, I'll keep rebuilding it, that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what I'm looking for and what I hope for the future. Next question comes from Little Dipper Bricks, who says, if you had an infinite of all Lego pieces, what would you build? And the answer to that is a Lego amusement park. These questions all tie together. Yes, I want a Lego amusement park built. I just need a lot of space to do it. And one of these days, we'll find that magical place where I have just this giant brickitect studio that is way up in the sky where no floods can hit it. And I just build this epic Lego amusement park. And you guys will be along with me. We'll do like parts 1 through like 75,000 on it. It's going to be glorious. And I even have a few things to start it off with. We've got one question left, and this one is from Brick Factory Productions, who says, no! The question of the box is left unanswered. Why do you open your Lego boxes from the left? I was just going to answer that, but I realized that we are out of time. Hopefully someone asks this for the next episode, and hopefully we can get to this one. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me here. Hopefully I answered your question. If I didn't answer your question from last week, if I didn't get it, or if you have a question that you just thought of that you want to ask me, leave it as a comment in this video. It'll be on episode 3 of Breaking It Down with Brickitect, unless you use the word favorite in it. I'm not answering any questions about anything favorite at all. Those questions bore me to tears. I like the stuff you guys are doing here. You guys are awesome. Thank you for watching. And as always, next Breaking It Down with Brickitect.